Hello, Sim Gamers. We're back with some more Sailwind. This time, we're going to take on the Maiden Voyage of the Kakam. It's the starter ship available in the Emerald Archipelago. The Emerald Archipelago is described as a warm, tropical region with heavy rainfall and frequent storms. So in this case, we start off with... What do we start off with? Sailwind Trading Company Sailor's Handbook. The Emerald Archipelago themed compass. One of the Emerald Archipelago themed lanterns. A mug, and of course, a map of the Emerald Archipelago. So here we go. Oh, and we start off with a crate of some salmon and some water, of course. I'm going to just do this. Probably. Also, I think I'm going to get rid of this table. One thing about the Kakam is that it doesn't have as much storage space for cargo as the Dow did. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell this table to make myself a little bit more room. Hey, 150 bucks. Heck yeah. And this is the town that we start off in. Where do we start off in exactly? I can find out in a bit. Not much available here. Oh, here's a lantern hook. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these because I just like being able to hang my lantern up rather than having to carry around all the time. Oh, looks like another ship's coming in. That's cool. So, you know, we can put it like... I love how this game lets you mount stuff where you want. So, oh, come on. Can I not mount it on that post? Oop. Yes. Perfect. All right, let's find ourselves a mission for the Maiden Voyage. As you can see, the Kakam is a two-masted ship with this sort of style of sail. And trying to remember the name of that sail style. Maybe someone can leave it in the comments below. So, oh, we start off at Crab Beach. Okay, we can take some tuna there. That's actually the most lucrative to start with. So we can only take 2 missions as from any starter thing. So let's take tuna and seafood. And that is all that we can carry with our current reputation. So we'll just go ahead and load this up. 3 crates of tuna. And 1 more box. And then we're ready to set sail. So generally speaking, this ship is about as difficult to manage as the Sandbuck, which is the 2-masted ship available for sale for 120,000. Oh, for 12,000 credits, 12,000 money dollars, in Al Astrin. I'm sorry, Al Ankh. So this is about the similar complexity. We basically start with that complexity, but a lot less room. However, the ship is obviously sort of built for heavy storms, as the captain's cabin is well protected from the weather. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this rope out here, which will give us a little bit of a tug and give us a start. Kick the wheel just a tad that way, and as we're coasting out away from the dock, hopefully... Nope, we didn't coast at all. Well, let's just push off a bit. That ought to be all right. And we can roll out our sail. Holding shift just drops it like that. And it's okay if we get turning force at the beginning here. I would think. What's my wind angle right now? Bad. So I need to let this out. About like that. And we should now see forward momentum happening. Maybe. Could be that the wind is pushing us into the dock because of that particular sail. So which one of these releases? That one, this is the sheet winch, so it actually turns the sail. This one's the halyard. So let's just roll out the halyard. Pull this in until we get the right angle for the wind that we have right now. And are we moving? No. We need to push off. Push, 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 push. Push, push. Okay, let's go. So if I consult my map, from Crab Beach to Dragon Cliffs, it's basically south, southwest. So let's take a look at our compass. We're heading exactly the wrong direction, which is cool. I like to have my compass in the center. All right, let's turn around and get going the right way. So we are going to be tacking through, which means I want to pull this sail. One nice thing about this ship is that the most of the sail controls are actually really easy to get to. Okay, we've tacked through. Just tightening up this winch here. And now checking my heading and the wind. We got to get around this island, so we're going to go ahead and straighten out here. And looks like we're sailing close hauled, so we're going to pull this sheet winch all the way tight. And head that way. So just remember our navigation skills. Oh yeah, I covered this in the beta notes. Maybe I'll put the link in the description or at the end thing, but our person walking around the boat now has an impact on its weight. So if we're heeling a lot, we can actually change that by shifting our body weight to compensate for that. I'm just kind of trying to center up this cargo a little bit better, so I can both balance better and also get around. Like I said, small cargo space. So we actually need to go ahead and turn this direction, which is actually going to get us better wind. I'm going to lock the steering wheel full to port until we get there. Wind's going to be blowing pretty much directly, and that's the island. Like this huge island that we can see out ahead of us. That we can't see at all because we have these boxes in our way. This huge island. That huge island, that's Dragon Cliffs. We need to sail in the middle there. Let me get this friggin' dealt with. All right. Cargo, quit being a pain. Having your cargo neatly stashed and stuff is actually fairly important. There's also another new thing. You can hold down the Q key to sort of rotate cargo around a different axis, which is really nice. Yeah, that'll have to be good enough. Let's check our wind angle with this flag from the old third-person view. C key is one that gives you this. So we're going to let out the sheet on both of these sails to get the right sail angle. Basically, you want it more or less 45 degrees off the wind is a good guideline to start off with. So about like that. And then the back one. Just get these both done. And if we find our ship is unduly turning, right, we can adjust the sails as necessary to keep them where we want them. To keep our heading where we want it. So we're now on course, more or less. Wind's set right, or set well enough. And actually let out the halyard on the front sail a little bit more. There we go. We're on our way. Looks like the wind has shifted on us. So we need to pull in some sheet. Pull in the sheet winch to get our sails reset for the new wind configuration. That's pretty good. Same thing here. Try to get these sails more or less parallel. That looks all right. And we're still just cruising along on our new start in our second save slot. So this game does have multiple save slots, and I'm just going to have one for each sort of starting place. We're actually getting pretty close pretty fast. It's coming up on nighttime, and I definitely don't want to run aground there. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to pull this all the way, pull my sails all the way up, anchor here, sleep the night, and sail on when I wake up. So I'll turn our light on to make it a little bit easier to see. Sails are pulled. Oh, there we go. So be sure to grab enough water for the night. Just like in real life, you should hydrate before going to bed. Even if you're like me and it makes you have to go to the bathroom and then get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. A few in-game hours later. Just turn on our light here. We can still see the shadow of the island ahead of us, so we're in good shape as far as that's concerned. I'm going to take a look at the North Star. So this one right here is the North Star, and this is the northern bow. This constellation is Wittena's bow, and this star at the end over here is Wittena. But based on this, right, Wittena sort of rises up over the horizon at not long after or pretty much, you see it in the sky after sunset. So based on how much this is rotated around the North Star and where this is pointing, I can sort of tell time. I should actually make a guide about that. Telling time by the stars. Anyway, no particular reason not to just... Oh, yes there is. I'm anchored. I'm not going to go anywhere. My anchor's down. Let's go ahead and pull that first. Now, just like in real life, we're actually pulling ourselves toward where the anchor is. I wonder if, because I've been anchored, I'm in irons. In irons is a term used to describe sort of where you are in position in relative to the wind. One thing this game doesn't have yet is in-game music, and I'm not sure if he's going to add it or not. So I play music from Spotify when I play. The playlist we're hearing right here is StreamBeats Ambient by Harris Heller. And it's a free use, copyright-free ambient music for our Twitch streams, YouTube videos, or just moments of existential self-reflection. If we really want to know where we are, we can sort of draw a line back from Dragon's Cliff to Crab Beach, and then I would look this way, and out there is Serpent's Isle, which is west by northwest. So if I draw a line once again east by southeast from this Serpent Isle, gives me an indication of approximately where I am compared to Crab Beach and Dragon Cliffs. So it looks like we're about halfway there. Ah, there's the I just saw it over on the side here, the entrance arch. So we're going to go ahead and turn towards it, which does mean we're quite close hauled on the sail. Let's go ahead and just pull this in. Not that one. This one. One thing I do like about the Kakam is that 3 of the 4 sail controls, and the 2 that you use most commonly, are within easy reach of, you know, in the basically the captain's area. Easy reach of the helm. So this sheet winch and this sheet winch, quite easy to get to under your cover, steering wheel, cot. It's a nice little area, if not a little bit kind of big. I guess it's the right size for carrying these things, but again, it means for a smaller cargo area, so you have to think about what you're going to do and how you're going to arrange things a little bit more than you do with the Dow. My very first actual maiden voyage of this, I totally ran aground right over there. I wasn't recording, I was just playing it to check out the ship. And I was stuck for most of a day trying to figure out how to get unstuck. I think with the new sail physics it's probably easier, because you can use the pressure at the front or the back of the ship. Use the pressure at the front or the back of the ship to help you turn based on which sail is unfurled. Let's grab a little cinematic. Hey, Sim Editor here. If you're looking for more Sailwind content, leave a like and then check out Porthos, who's currently posting episodes from their journey from Gold Rock City to the Emerald Archipelago in the Al Ankh starter ship, the Dow. Link in the description below. I'm going to go ahead and reef this to half. We'll just pull the aft sail completely. There we go. And we're just powering forward on the rear sail, or on the foresail. So this ship docked here is the one you can buy from this region. And we're pretty much, oops, wrong button. We're pretty much to the point where our momentum will carry us the rest of the way in, and there's still wind blowing on us a little bit, so it'll tend to help as well. If possible, I want to get around this corner. Before throwing my lines, because the actual the place is right there, the merchant place. And we've arrived. Just tying down here. Oop, splash. I'm all washed up. There we go. All right, now that we're tied down, we can get our cargo moved. Tuna 103. Tuna 203. Tuna 303 done. And some seafood. So we now have 381 gold. While I'm in town, I always like to go to the local merchants and buy their food rather than using my on-ship reserves. Where is the food market? Sure, goat cheese is good. And while we're here, let's take a look at what's available before we wrap up the episode. So we have some shelves we can put on, some various tables, stoves, right? Beds and tables, right? So here are the various navigation tools available. We have the typical quadrant, our chip log, the navigation manual, which tells you how to use most of these tools. The compass we've already got. The Chrono Compass is now 16,000 gold. They really cranked up the price on this thing. Couple of spy glasses. And this is the Emerald Archipelago version of the chronometer. It looks nice. You can actually pick it up and take a look. Sweet. It's a good looking piece. Fishing rods. Lanterns of various colors, which is really cool. Brooms, of course. Yeah. But there you have it. Definitely got a storm coming up here. As the storm blows through, I might just camp out overnight. Wait for the storm to blow over. But that concludes the maiden voyage of the Kakam, our medium start ship. Until next time, I'm Sim Gamer, and this has been Sailwind. Goodbye!